What is up, everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you guys are keeping swell today. We need to talk. I'm not talking about little baby small things. We need to talk about the Wide Way House 3. So of course we know the Wide Way House Volume 1 came out in July last year, and Volume 2 came out on October 30 for Halloween last year. So the full movie came out for instance Halloween. So, but we need to talk. We need to talk about the Wide Way House 3. As we know, so the Wide Way House 3 doesn't connect. There's multiple things that can put into thing that it doesn't connect. Number one, when Alex is revealed to be the one who actually killed Grace Jarrett in the White Way House 1, but of course it was revealed in the White Way House 3. At the start, this is the Back in Time movie, it was White Way House 3 before all craziness happened. But if you look, it had, at the start, it had the funeral of, Mallory Jarrett, which was in 1960. But that doesn't add up, because the time that Alex killed Grace Jarrett was 2021. You know what I mean? That's like 60 years after Mallory died in that picture. And Grace is rumored to be 30 at the time. She'd be dead at that time. Which doesn't make sense. But a lot of people have said Stuart is a time traveler, right? We know Stuart is a time traveler. He's the one who destroyed the demon in the final battle and saved Alex and everyone, right? But is he really the only time traveler? Is he really the only time traveler? Is Grace Jarrett a time traveler? And that sounds stupid and all, because she has her own story and all about being depressed and all. But that was in 1960. Is Grace Jarrett a time traveler? It most likely is confirmed to happen from that time jump, that 60-year time jump from Mallory's funeral to 2021, where Alex kills Grace Jarrett. You know what I mean? But that's the thing. We know now. Okay, I have to tell you something. The Wide Way House wasn't actually the ending of the Wide Way House. Because remember where Old Man Sam left the Wide Way House 2 with that phone call saying, "I'm a killer clown and I'm gonna get you. I'll be back." That shows that was gonna end. Nothing happened about that after. But that's the reason the Old Man Sam movie continues straight after that plot line. And then of course the Old Man Sam movie straight after that is The Neighbour Next Door. So we're going straight after the Wide Way House. So the Wide Way House 3 just doesn't make sense. The whole plot is, for instance, like a multiverse of what would happen as a good ending. But what would happen as a bad ending is Old Man Sam got away. So we're at the bad ending now. So the good ending, like as I told you, Stuart is probably one of the most biggest characters of the Wide Warehouse 3, mainly Volume 2, but he's still such a big character that still has so much to do to the movies. And he'll definitely maybe even be back in the Chain Reaction Season 5, a whole different thing. And maybe even the neighbour next door. He's a time traveller, so he's going to travel through time. And there's also things about Alex being a clone. For instance, Mason is the name of the boy in the neighbour next door. He looks similar, exactly similar to Alex. And of course the demon in the Chain Reaction Season 2. Alex was possessed by a demon. So I mean, it kind of connects that way. But towards everything else, it seems like if Stuart didn't come in there, everything would be like that. But the only thing that's confusing about the Wide Warehouse is the Grace Charm. Is she a time traveler? At the moment, Stuart is basically like Old Man Sam. Remember Old Man Sam had like about a 15-minute clip in the Wide Warehouse 1, that mainly the phone call. You know what I mean? And that's mainly how much Stuart had in the Wide Warehouse 3. So of course we're going to have probably coming up maybe even a spin-off of Stuart. As I said, Stuart most likely maybe will have his own movie in 2027. Yeah, I know that's a while away, but still. Because we know 2025, no movie. Wait, no, 2026, I mean. He could have his own movie at Halloween. Because Stuart is such a big character that we don't know a lot about. Remember Old Man Sam? When we literally were like, oh, Old Man Sam, he's mysterious. And now, literally in the Old Man Sam movie, you're going to find everything out about him. So that's Old Man Sam fully explained. The same's going to kind of happen with Stuart. So Stuart, as I said, is going to be a big character to look out for. Because Old Man Sam is not going to be mentioned in any of the upcoming movies. At least, like, he's written out of the timeline. His story's being explained, but Stuart is basically the new Old Man Sam. But Stuart, I'm planning on maybe even doing in 2027 on making that movie a time travelling movie featuring Stuart. Of course, I'll play Stuart, of course, but different characters and maybe even more Easter eggs to find out what is really going on. So I'm thinking maybe even, this is some spoilers for like years to come, right? But it'll probably be like a malfunction in time or something. So you might have some hints back to like, because at that time, like when that comes out, that'll be like 6 years since the Wide Warehouse 1. So it would be maybe like, for instance, like some flashbacks or something to it or something, which would be memorable, or maybe even a revisit to the Wide Warehouse. You see what I mean? Like, but the neighbour next door's house as well. So like, there's so much that really goes out, and when you think about that, that's quite crazy. But so yeah, is Grace Jard a time traveller? I think we can confirm she is. But will we see more of her? Like, she died. And she died in the Wide Warehouse 1. So at this point, if we're going from the Wide Warehouse 1, Wide Warehouse 2, on from that, that means that she's dead. That she probably won't be mentioned. But it would be cool for a spin-off of her, even a mention about her in an upcoming movie. Because the Wide Warehouse is really written out of a few huge characters. For instance, me probably up there being Alex. Alex is gone, he's dead, he's thrown to the wolves, he's dead. And probably second most is Old Man Sam. You know what I mean? As I said, there's still spin-offs coming for Solicitor William and Dippy Catsags. And Charmy is also another one that's easily written out because we know everything about him. I know it's crazy to like, of course there'll probably be a spin-off about the neighbour when he, like his backstory when the neighbour next door comes out after the neighbour next door 2 probably, or maybe even in 2025. Also around Halloween, maybe even, I don't know, but I just want to say, some of it just doesn't really hugely make sense. For instance, the demon, when he possessed Alex in the Wide Warehouse 3, he says that old weasel, referred to him as Sam, never had a job But as we know, he was the Principal Brian, and you'll find out more about that in the Old Man Sam movie. So that's another thing that doesn't make sense. See, there's different universes. See, that's a different kind of word because Stuart messed with time. But I'm saying, that's what I'm trying to say, chat. Alex is dead. And so is Debbie at this point, but we're going to have a spin-off of her either way. But they're dead. We're going by now, chat, for at least another next few years, straight after the White House 2. Starting with the Old Man Sam movie in June, and of course, after the Old Man Sam movie come in the timeline is straight The Neighbour Next Door. And then, of course, probably The Neighbour Next Door 2, and then that time-travelling movie about Stuart. But we also have spin-offs, so Sir William and Dippy in there as well, and you know what I mean? And maybe even another Stuart thing. I told you Stuart's going to be big, and of course a Neighbour Next Door spin-off as well, maybe. See, there's so much really to go in to depth with the whole timeline, but after the Old Man Sam movie releases, I will there's a lot of big spoilers and big reveals. I'll probably do it on big explaining video as well, like this, straight after the Old Man Sam movie releases, and probably like June 20th or something. I will, and it's exciting. The Old Man Sam movie is crazy. I'll tell you that. It's only 30 minutes. It's pictures just like that, but it's voice recordings. There's some big things. I'll tell you one thing. It ties the chain reaction into the timeline. As we know, the chain reaction season 4 is coming to an end on thing, but Stuart might be making an appearance in the chain reaction season 5 coming later this year, which ends the chain reaction series. So, I mean, everything connects, but at this point, the chain reaction is first. And then, of course, the Wild White House. No, wait, the Wild White House 3, Wild White House 2, or Wild White House 1, Wild White House 2, Old Man Sam movie, Neighbour Next Door 2, and then, of course, that time travelling movie. So it's just going to continue on like that. But I think it's going to mess with time, this time travel thing, and maybe go back to before the chain reaction. Because if you haven't watched the chain reaction, we are redoing it probably, and I will be posting it as a full movie on the channel. So if you haven't seen it, it's mainly about monsters taking over the world, and you have to try and stop them and all. So that's another thing. So monsters. That's another thing that connects the whole timeline. You could say the neighbour's a monster. You can say the demon's a monster. You know what I mean? You could say Old Man Sam's a monster by himself. He's so evil. Especially you have no clue what Old Man Sam's capable of. As I said, it's been confirmed that Old Man Sam is being killed off, and there's a whodunit videos. Whoever, if anyone solves it, I'll pay you £5. Forever, like, I'll pay you £5 if you solve that, chat. So seriously, there's so much to talk about. I might even do one. I don't know when, but tomorrow Minecraft series. Do not miss. It's a big episode, and Saturday, Wide Way House 2, black and white, and then Sunday Wide Way House 3 in black and white, and then Monday Reactcast. But we've got a special guest for Reactcast. Gonna try and get a few special guests in Reactcast for the final few. Do not miss. It just doesn't connect.